Orlando after that and were beaten by the Magic. And then they started recovering and have played great since.
That was just a bad road trip there. I mean, the way it was scheduled, it was a trap.
Chris Paul in the score.
How about both those guys getting clever with each other? I mean, Chris Paul jumping on Tony's left hand, trying to take that ball away, and Chris Paul coming right back.
How good is Hilton Armstrong? Good enough to catch. Finally gets it after one between the legs of Armstrong. Chris Paul with the bucket.
They just run so many screen and
Triple double a few games ago against Philadelphia. Inside, and Finley and Duncan misconnect. It leads to a Butler dunk, the assist from Paul, and it's 10-4.
Do we have to go back to keys of victory?
Couple of assists, and the Spurs are trailing. Spurs basketball will continue after these messages from Southwest Airlines.
Yeah, after the turnover, Chris Paul in the open court. There's none better. He's going to get fancy with the basketball and drop it off. You see the results.
10-4, New Orleans. The Spurs just 1 of 4 in the early shooting. The Hornets are 5 of 10. As they've won the rebound battle as well. And Butler with the jumper here. Rasul Butler
had a lead jacket on.
28-18. And the jumper by Chris Paul.
I'd look tonight.
The Spurs and Parker and Paul going. Paul, little hesitation. Wow, great move by Chris Paul.
He catches Tony Parker waiting for Tim Duncan. Assisted Michael Finley on his three-point shots also.
Nice pass by Chris Paul to Hilton Armstrong. 28 years old, all-star last year, reserve this year. Paul in the lane, and bodies sprawling, and Chris gets the bucket anyway.
These two guys like Matt Bonner.
West against Parker, kick out Paul. Bonner tries to recover, not in time, as Chris Paul, 34% three-point shooter, hits his 32nd three of the 24 to go in the third quarter. Spurs 76-61. Chris Paul spinning on George Hill, and then the floater. Wow. I mean, George Hill recovered nicely.
Yeah. And Flew, these guys are going to have to learn that, you can't be affected by those other three guys out there on the court. You got to go out there and play no matter what. There have been plenty of games this year and throughout the year. Don't allow the Hornets to get any confidence going into the fourth.
The HEB hustle stat showing the rebounding edge for the Hornets as Paul knocks down a three here. And I mentioned he is not done. And
Armando Ginobili's got to touch the ball, especially when you don't have Tony or Tim out there on the floor.
Paul another three, got it. So he draws the foul at one end, comes back to 271.
The only thing he's done wrong all night is throw that ball out of bounds.
Paul's had the hot hand, and he hits another three. Chris Paul, the pick and roll with Marks.
Back. A terrific job by Fab there on that high screen and roll.
Paul got it again. George Hill all over him. There's not much more you can do in that case.
There's absolutely nothing you can do there. All right, Pop's calling the time.
Just shoved it. Made sure he had 3 free throws.
I'm telling you, he's back on his heels here. George Hill is in his jersey.
Spurs basketball will continue after these messages from Southwest Airlines. Paul with 14 sets those technicals with 2:02 to go in the third quarter.
He's having a monster game here, just making it from everywhere. 3 balls, he has 32 points in this ball game. You can see a tremendous ball handler hanging in the air. That's over the top of George Hill with those long arms. George hit him once again. And he's chest to chest almost with him, and Chris Paul still able to raise up and knock down a long 3 ball.
I'm sorry, I would never. 7 assists as you look at the forward score by quarter.
Chris Paul is forced to do more. He has to score more because he doesn't have nearly the weapons right now. With Tyson Chandler out, a lot of the focus is going to be on him. They're just picking on Hilton Armstrong tonight. First, Manu slams over the top of him. Tony trying to wear him out on the perimeter.
Paul, no stop. At this point, you actually want Paul passing, don't you?
Absolutely. You got to make
the pesky Hornets here. And tonight, they've done a great job of sharing the basketball. And hopefully it's enough to overcome a season best effort from Chris Paul. With that, and
I don't know why they're doing all this chatting. They're going to see each other in a couple weeks in Phoenix anyways.
That's right, both all-stars. Hey, the Spurs have brought home another W. Each month, Whataburger, the Spurs, giving away a pair of Spurs tickets.